right, so here's our story. Romero was writing his final film in the Night of the Living Dead franchise. It was called Twilight of the Dead. So, unfortunately, he passed away from lung cancer around 2017, and he never got to finish making the film in general. He had wrote the story and the main story beats and everything, and then his wife had hired writers that were helping him with the original treatment already. She hired them to finish the entire thing now, like basically hammer it down, and now let's look for directors. So she says, I gave, I'm not trying to pronounce that, my full blessing. This is the wife talking. As long as I could be there every step of the way for it to remain true to George's vision. That's fantastic. Susan Romero states, we had a solid treatment and the beginning of the script. I can 100% say that George would be incredibly happy to see this continue. He wanted this to be his final stamp on the zombie genre. So they go on to say that he wasn't crazy about Diary of the Dead or Survival of the Dead, and I wasn't either. They're very, very bad films. He was going for something, but he didn't have the budget. He wrote them fast. He produced them fast. They didn't really have his stamp. When he came back with Land of the Dead in 2005, I think it says here, I really enjoyed that one. Some people don't like it, but I liked it. It had a good message and everything. All his zombie films have like a hidden kind of message in them. And I dug Land of the Dead a lot. So, and then she continues, it is no secret that Diary and Survival of the Dead were not the way he envisioned the series ending, and George knew it very well. So he didn't want to end it with those two films, thank God. So Twilight of the Dead was his goodbye to the genre he created and wanted to go out with a powerful film. Now that's really cool. For one, yes, he created the zombie franchise. I'm not sure if he saw, I think there's a black and white film that created zombies just before he did Night of the Living Dead, which inspired him to make the zombies we know from all the zombie films and Walking Dead and everything since. And it was about voodoo, witchcraft, and everything, bringing a person back from the dead, and then they hunger for, human meat, brains, all that stuff. And essentially, he took it and made it into a biological thing that would happen, and that's what we see in all the zombie movies and everything. It's a biological threat. Resident Evil, Walking Dead, all the remake spin-offs and everything else. And he basically created the first of the zombies, the zombie threat that spanned into things we love. So I'm excited that they're finishing this. Obviously, he had a point he wanted to get across with the end, and I don't think she would have cared if he wasn't passionate about this. I mean, she may just want an extra paycheck since he's passed away, and this will get people like me buying a ticket because she says it's approved and everything. Who knows? But I have a feeling that it is something he wanted to make. He probably wasn't crazy about. He was like, no. This is my real way. I want to end the franchise. I want this as my send off. And unfortunately, he couldn't do it himself, but they're taking it upon themselves to finish it for him. I think that's cool. I'll be buying a ticket, and I hope you'll check it out too. And the old Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, skip Diary, and Survival of the Dead. And then watch this when it comes out.